moving forward to an exciting topic. And before we get moving forward, if you like what you're seeing here, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. All right, give us a follow on Twitter. Send us a DM with any questions that you want to have featured on the show, because we love fan topics and we love fan involvement with the show. So make sure you give us a subscribe and make sure you give us a like here so we can keep dishing out this quality entertainment for you. But yeah, moving forward to topic number 8, it's an F1 topic, so you know I'm going to love it. And that's Red Bull. Red Bull with the news this week that they will finally be bringing power unit development in-house, and they will be building their own power units going forward. And they're going to be doing that with the combination and the help of the Honda partnership that they've started over the last few years. And I think that's big news because Honda had announced that they were leaving F1 at the end of the 2021 season, but now it's kind of announced that they're still going to be in F1 until 2025. It's just that they're going to be helping Red Bull build their engine instead of their being the main provider of the engine to Red Bull. So I think this is big news, especially for a team that's never built their own engine before.
Yeah, if you look at Red Bull's partnership with Honda, you know, they driving their cars over the last 3 years, they've won 5 races. So, you know, they've certainly been successful with those kind of engines. And I think you're right. You know, the deal was supposed to end this year in 2021. Now you lock up at least having the Honda engines for another 4 years. That's got to be, you know, wiping the sweat off the brow for Red Bull that, you know, they have this locked up for the next 4 years. They can use the Honda technology for the near future because and now they can work out what they're going to do after that. You know, they have all this breathing room now to figure out, you know, where can they go in 2025 when the deal, you know, expires. So I'm sure Red Bull is very happy about that. Honda still involved in the F1 racing game despite not, ending that contract in 2021, but still being involved with Red Bull, I think is huge too, because, you know, I know that there's a freeze to and how certain engines are being built, and I know we're all trying to go green here across the board, which I think is a part of it. And I know Honda wants to do a lot of hybrid engines now, so I think that's one of the reasons why they're starting to drift away. But I'm sure they still want to keep their toes in the F1 racing water as well. So I think this achieves both them, you know, moving on to what they want to build for Honda, but also staying with their partnership with Red Bull. And like I said, Red Bull, I think it's just a security blanket for them to know that they're still driving an awesome engine that they've been very successful with over the last few years.
Yeah, I think the person that was wiping his brow the most was Christian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull, because he was looking for an engine supplier. Once Honda had announced that they were getting out of the game, he kind of was left empty-handed because obviously they had the Renault engine before. They're not looking to go back to it. The Mercedes is not looking to give them an engine. Ferrari's not looking to give them an engine. So they were left with many questions of what they were going to do to fill that void of the power unit. So this is great news for them. I know he's definitely relieved that now they have a deal with Honda to help them build an engine going forward. I still think it's going to be, a huge feat because now they're bringing this in-house, and it's not like the engine's going to get delivered from Honda. No, I'm sure they're going to have a lot of help there in-house with Honda and Honda, engineers. But now it's all got to be built in the Red Bull factory. So I think that's going to be a story in itself. So I'm really looking to see how this engine can do, especially in the first part of the season. You have 2 great drivers with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez that are going to be driving this car, and it's expected to be up front. So this engine is going to have to deliver, and it's going to have to deliver in the first Grand Prix weekend. So I'm really looking forward to it. I think this is exciting news for F1 fans. Exciting news for F1 fans, but also exciting news for Japanese fans because they love their F1. They love their racing. They love Honda. So for Honda to announce this, the Japanese Grand Prix is really one of their biggest, hauls every year for Honda. They're all over the place there with partnerships and sponsorship. So I think that's going to be huge. You're still going to see that going forward at the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka, which is an unbelievable track. But yeah, I think this is great news. I think this is great news for F1. I think this is exciting, and I'm really glad that they actually announced it and that Honda's going to be around still.
Yeah, it's a good point that it's not, they're not ordering a Honda engine on like Amazon and then they're bringing it over to the Red Bull headquarters. They're going to have to build it themselves. But, I think you're talking about Red Bull's going to make sure they have the infrastructure in place to use the Honda technology. So I think that's the most important thing going forward for Red Bull. But like you mentioned, Sergio Perez is now on board with Red Bull. Now they had this announcement with Honda. It's been a pretty good couple of months for Red Bull there in F1 racing.